Hello again, my Slayers, it's me, Kyle, but I'm better known as Roboslicer in the Dauntless community. As I thought, this whole Trials thing is getting a little weird for the rotations. I think they might have had some problems with Inferno still being a thing with this trial, so they put Boreas in as a placeholder, but this week we have Charrogg, our favorite little, I guess you could say amphibian of a flame monster. So it's really easy to get past him. I did it on my very first try, so it's not too hard to get past him because they took out Inferno being a modifier, so it's really easy to just kind of get around him. So this week, we're going to be using, of course, Urska weapons. So first things first, as usual, we're going to look at the modifiers. So for these modifiers, we're going to be seeing whiteout. So that little ball that Scrape creates that makes it hard to see, we're going to be seeing that a lot. So that's going to be a little bit hard to find him whenever he runs around, but not too hard if we stay right on top of him. Blaze Mollusk, so as long as you're using Pangar Lantern and just using your Lantern Hold, they won't really have a chance to walk around and make a fire trail for you to walk into, so I wouldn't really worry about that. Next, we have Behemoth Blitz. Behemoth Blitz can be a bit of annoyance because he is a lot faster, and I did notice that in the trials, but it's not too bad as long as you're running +3 Wild Frenzy at least, and you'll be able to keep up with him. And because in this build you are using Molten, you're actually going to be able to move a lot faster and keep up with him. And then Thick Skull, so he can't be staggered, or at least it's a lot harder to stagger him. So instead of going for a stagger, we're going to just go ahead and go full power. Strats for this week are very simple. As soon as you get in, pot up, he'll be waiting for you right at the start because there is no drop time. Next, you're going to pull right towards him and use your Reaper's Dance over and over and over again. In this build, you are using Momentum Blade, so I wouldn't really worry about constantly having to use or making pips as much as you usually are. You do run out of pips pretty often, but I wouldn't really worry about it. As long as you pick up the red orbs from using Cascade, you will definitely be able to get your pips back up pretty fast. Next, you're going to want to focus on his head. It seems like I can do a lot of damage focusing on his head, or at least focus on his front left or right arm. Those things seem to break easily, even though I did not get a part break. They take a lot of damage as long as you keep slamming down onto them, or using your Reaper's Dance over and over and over again, focusing on them. Next, my focus would be to use your Lantern Hold as much as possible. Getting rid of those mollusks would really helpful. Also, the whiteout could be a bit of a problem if you want to destroy it. Your Pangar Lantern, usually just holding it near it, will destroy it over some time, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Next, I would definitely say that you're going to want to pot up again. I did run out of time, so you're going to want to pot up on a second try, and some people seem to forget about it, but I wouldn't really focus too much on potting up again if you feel like he's at 25% health and you don't really need to. But if you feel like he's still at 50% health like I was, definitely pot up, keep going. You'll be able to even get a sub 3 with it. I got 2 minutes and 30 something seconds with it, so it's pretty simple trials this week. I don't really have any other tips other than to try and not stay behind him because that makes him focus on his tail slam where he goes back and forth, which could accidentally swipe you. I managed to not get hit once because I picked up the purple orbs, so definitely, if you can, focus on picking up the purple orbs. Those purple orbs are your friends. So, without anything else to say, here's the run. Good luck, guys. Happy hunting, Slayers, and as usual, stay safe.